bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard. Line.
Stands at their own.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Bishop. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
And boy, again, they won't get this off in time. So that'll back them up 5.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now it's Smith running right. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The corner, Perry Nickerson, had the tackle.
Come on, set. 60 out long.
Brings up 2nd and 15.
Hey, 2.
Second and 15. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Okay, team 6. Team 6.
Check 52 to mine. Check 52 to mine. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
5.
They're going to look to throw. Got his man. That's Harry. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Get away.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Hey, Roy. Sit.
He'll look to throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 37. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Just 6-6. Pull it high. Go. Let's go.
Back to throw now on first down. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. What a career he continues to have. That catch is number 815. That ties him with Hall of Famer Shannon Sharpe.
And just think about this. The only people ahead of him in the tight end position in catches, Antonio Gates, Jason Witten, and Tony Gonzalez. You catch 815 passes as a tight end in the NFL, call your tailor and get measured for the gold jacket.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Back to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. N'Keal Harry hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Patriots 7, Dolphins nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, Alpha, 10-2, sir. Check. Go.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Hey, wahoo!
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Now.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marcus Davenport in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 42. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 48 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
He'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Back to throw now on second and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. It's Kelce on the ground. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 27-yard line. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. They'll set up to throw. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. 52. Check the outs. Check the out. Where's 52? Watch 52. Let's go.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. The tight end Kelce was the intended target. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with second and a yard.
218, chop.
49, check 49, check 49.
Check, crunch. Ready.
They run it here with Gordon. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, a one-point game, 7-6.
Set 50, plant. 80 weapons.
Let him know, let him know. Rush in.
Hey, echo.
Rush in.
Let's go. Let's go.
On first down, Meredith. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Robbie Anderson. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right?
And that's caught inside the 30. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play. So it might as well have not even had the penalty.
Go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's complete to Smith. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator's a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Yep. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. 2.
A toss play, Gordon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
6-man. Check curls, check curls.
Operating from the gun, Meredith. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the pistol, they run with Gordon. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
On the set. Go, go.
65, 65, 65. 34 is the mark.
From the gun, Meredith. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. And
this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha.
34, right 34. Scoop, scoop, scoop. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
34's the mic. 34's the mic. He's coming. Check him. Check him. Right here. Right here.
Hey, check.
Go. Ready, ready.
Off play action. Meredith. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. The Pats at the line ready to go. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
2nd and 10. Complete. Smith has it. And all the way down to the 35. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Hey, exit.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hey, orbit.
They'll look to throw. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for New England. 44 yards. They'll run it now with Smith. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
Two-jet bomber. Two-jet bomber.
At the 2-yard line.
Trying to punch it in with Smith. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? Here we go now with Smith. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. No problem there on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get in the field goal range. Let's see what happens.
A pretty big opening there on 1st down. 8 yards up to the 33. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
X3, 218, chop.
2nd and 2. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it complete to Anderson. It will be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 26 and a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Set. 60 outlaw.
Let's go, let's go.
Hey, Delta.
Time to run it.
80 weapon.
Strip that ball. Showing it, showing it.
Hit it.
Throwing on 1st down. Meredith. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Bravo. Ready.
Off the play fake. Meredith. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Box drop, box drop.
Let's go, hey. Go, Mike 34, Mike 34.
Stop your whining.
Mike 60, to go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Meredith. Open man is Robbie Anderson. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
A gain of 16 brings up 4th down.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. This is Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up.
Hey, 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 hey. Smooth. Greystone travel.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Ready? 30 base. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Topper. Topper. 5.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss.
3 bucks.
Recon, 132 fighter. Go.
34 is the mark.
Get it.
Looking to throw on second down. Meredith. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I won't wait until the season's over. But he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. Yeah. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
Mike 34. Me and you on deck.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Robbie Anderson with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
General West. Go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Now back to throw. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep and nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off inside the 5. And he is all the way up past the 25. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 30-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Come on, boy. Hey, Alpha. Don't be scared of it.
Check nickel.
Shoot.
Off play action. Meredith. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Von Miller, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Set, ready? 15, Lonnie. 15 line.
Hey, watch your leg.
Hey, Jet.
throwing on 3rd and long. Meredith, he's going to air one out. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Off the play fake. Meredith, he'll bite pressure, gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Watch twist.
Hey, exit. Yes. Hey, rock it.
Let's hit it.
Off play action. Meredith. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And it's fielded at the 34. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Hey, Orbit, ready?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
X3, 218, chopper.
Watch the shit.
Hey, high 7. Hey, go.
Looking to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 45 yards. Caught. It's the tight end, Kelsey. Touchdown, New England. Travis Kelsey with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots get a score closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will get them one closer.
38.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Here we go.
Bravo. Let's go. Deep rip. Deep rip.
On 1st and 10, Meredith. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Scoot, scoot, scoot. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
34's the mic.
Yo, 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 go, go.
Check in. Here we go, here we go.
Hey, Echo.
Hey, check Mike.
Yo, yo, faster.
Off the play fake. Meredith. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Von Miller in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Throwing to start the drive. Meredith. And that's going to be incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Get it.
Throwing again. Meredith. And he'll find Hall. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for him.
Now Gordon on 1st down.
Check, 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 check.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17.
Hey, Haywood. Ready?
Operating from the gun. Meredith. And the pressure gets to him again. Von Miller, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today. But on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And now hang on here. The door, can you hear it? It's a little open.
Is that the squeaky hinges that I'm hearing right now? Yeah, the door.
Is that too high pitch?
No, not at all. The door is open a little bit. It's almost like when you told those horror stories on the camping trip, right? And now, look out.
Yeah.
We've got a little bit different look on the game at this point.
Big momentum swing here in the fourth on the punt fumble. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
They'll set up a throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 4.
I smell fear in that offense. Mike 52.
Hey, lock it.
Get ready. Get ready.
Hey, wahoo. Deep rip.
They're going to look to throw. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. That's caught at the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. N'Keal Harry with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember the 4-minute offense.
There goes Melvin Gordon. The 30, 10, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Melvin Gordon, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point right down the middle, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can you...
And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Travis Kelce with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. The extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that'll get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, Orbit, look at me. Go.
Check. He's checking. Crash. 34, let's go.
From the gun, Meredith. That'll be taken in by Anderson. 22 yards there, a first down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
Down. 50. Plant.
Silver. Undercrush.
Hey, Delta. Now.
50.
Ready?
To throw on 2nd down. Meredith. There goes a deep ball. End zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've got to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Catch is made by Harry. A gain there of 21 yards.
10-2 stop. 6-6. Pull it high. Hey, foxtrot.
First down, Patriots.
Speed trip.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
55, my guy, 55.
Go.
Hey, check right. Watching your 5.
I got it. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55.
Yep.
I'm coming around to you. I'm I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Back 55.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there for New England. 52 yards. He'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The tight end, Kelsey, was the intended target, but it'll be second and goal.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On second down, it's Smith. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. He'll look to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Back to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Go now. 60 or 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Another toe for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Hurry, hurry.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Dolphins, a final win means they will finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-4. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for New England, this might wind up being a tough pill to swallow as they're going to finish the season at 9-7. And it's going to be finger-crossing time as we await the final shakedown of this year's playoff picture. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time. Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the New England Patriots. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Looking to throw on second down. Powell. Looking right sideline. That's complete. That one good for 26 and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On second down, it's Pollard. Now the ball comes loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
Here we go, D. All day, defense.
Hey, wahoo!
54.
Operating from the gun, Powell, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Ready up.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Double dog. That's the way. Jim.
Hey.
Switch.
first carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
I got you. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Big ass. Big ass. Big ass.
Leo. Fight.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. From the gun on third down, Locke. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
To throw on second down. Howell. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
7. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Ready.
To throw on third down. Howell. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
You're out.
Check 24. Check 20.
Come.
Set.
Snap.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Mike 41. We've got to wedge that, huh? You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. He's coming.
He's dribbling.
Now they'll run it on the toss.
Watch the quick.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
I know a lot of coaches like the toss play because they think it can be a real momentum shifter. Get the ball to that back who can get to the corner and turn it upfield. And on this play, that's exactly what they got, including a first down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Protein spill. Shoot.
Now to the air. Rock. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ben Gideon coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gators.
These two teams all tied after 1. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Hey, Delta.
41. Here we go, dude. Here I come.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Ben Gideon. 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
Down.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Greystone, travel. Bravo.
Kill. Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. I'm coming.
Get it.
2nd and 6. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. N'Keal Harry, 76 yards. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 17.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down.
And nothing but daylight ahead. 30, the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Josh Jacobs, 83 yards. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
50, Mike, 50.
On first down, Powell. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He's coming, double up.
Hey, Echo. Ready?
2nd and 5. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
Ready? 10 Lobo. Recon, 132 fighter.
Loss of 9 on the play.
Smooth.
Third down.
They go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Powell. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back to throw. Powell. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. N'Keal Harry with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail 20-13 our score as they have it 1st and 10.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Watch out.
Hard.
Goose. Under 10. Under 10.
Big grip.
Clock now on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I'd file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Go.
Switch gears.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Calvin Ridley, an 80-yard touchdown, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Throwing on 1st down. Howell. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Hey, Alpha.
From the gun, Howell. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 48 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Dalton Schultz, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys have now moved out in front. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Rock it.
Throwing now is Locke. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Wrigley. Picked off near the 42.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Buzz.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
3 buzz. Mike 54.
Ready?
To throw again. Howell. Got a man open, that's Harry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On 1st and 10, Howell. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Orbit.
Rush in. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
Yes. Hey. High 7.
Mike 54. Check.
Hey, Delta.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
You don't know no better.
54 is Mike.
Check, check.
Now.
Throwing again. Howell looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Line 54. Okay, double up, double up, double up, double up. Mike 54. Mike 54.
On third down, Howell. Able to connect with Berrios. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's first and 10. Operating from the gun, Howell. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Hey, let's get in them holes. Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54. Mike 50.
Smooth.
Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. Mike 54. Mike 54. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Hey, two. Check, two.
Back to the air on second down. Howell. Yeah, he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
Right. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Joker. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
5.
Second and 3. He rifles one that's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Carlson down to add the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
You can't block me.
Hey, Haywood. Leo.
Check hot. Flare.
From the gun on third down. Lock. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This is taken at the 23. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Another shot from the one on second and goal.
Topper, now.
And they will run it with Michelle. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his second touchdown on the season as they have taken the lead. They were able to stop him at the line on first down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the second try.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Let it.
41's the mark. Check 41. Nice, we up.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Kill.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Go! 70, Indy.
Pick your game up. Switch.
On third and long, it's locked. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they give this time to the tailback. Wow, evasive.
Make them miss.
A big play that time for the Raiders. 46 yards on the ground. And a guy that can change the game shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
They'll run on first down. Jacobs. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Mike 51. Time to go. Kill.
Roll out.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. 4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Carlson is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here we go. Watch twist. Mike 5-4.
Ready.
From the gun, Howell looking for Harry. He airs it out deep, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
6-6, pull it high. Let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Jonathan Jones there to make the stop. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and it kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And no gain. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Ready. 50, plant. Hey, wahoo.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Block. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
22-jet bomber.
On 1st down. It's Jacobs, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Foxborough. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th.
Let's go. 15 line. 15 line.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Raiders on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll.
Check 52. Sponge. No. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Hatchet. Check safety. Check side.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Big stop, D.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Running is Jacobs. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Well, sometimes, Brent, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Pats at the line ready to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. A big play there for the Patriots. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Mike 50. Hey. Mike's 50.
On first down, Howell. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Push him back.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Howell. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even know
for
why
them?
they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Lock going to throw. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
At their own 22-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the 1st downs, and the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Looking to throw. Powell. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Powell. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down, Powell. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
54.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Powell looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Back to throw. Lock. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Hey, Haywood.
Lock going to go on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position.
Here we go. 90 Wolf.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Lock to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Hey, Charlie! Stand there!
To throw is Lock. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Right there, 54 Mike.
Throwing to start the drive. Howell. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Go! Ready?
Back to throw. Howell. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. He's got a man. Complete. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. From the gun, Howell. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down at the 10. And that will write a finish to this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for New England, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.